Hello, welcome to Creative Crafting by Katie. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, please make sure you click the button there and subscribe and help me out with growing this channel. I'm going to do a real fun project with an old record. I have several of these and have been wanting to craft with them for a really long time, but this was my inspiration for this. Just a piece of scrapbook paper, endless amount of possibilities on what you could do and where you could take this. This is just one of many that I had in my head. And y'all know me. I like to craft on the fly, which means I like to change things as my mind inspires me while making the project. It's not called being unprepared. It's called creativity. So anyways, I am using my finger to go around that. There's a tiny little lip on that. I'm using that to mark the edge so that I can cut the remainder of the circle on the outside edge. I don't want to cover the entire record because I want people to know that it's a record, right? So you do you. If you want to cover more of the record or whatever, go for it. If this happened to be an actual record that was Christmas, I would have left it completely showing the name of that album. So at any rate, let's Mod Podge this sucker down, and I will. I tried really hard to keep it off the record itself because I don't want to see that smudgy stuff, but not so successful on it in a couple areas. But we can just wipe it off with a baby wipe. So put that down. You could double side this if you wanted. I didn't. I left the other side of the record plain. But by all means, if you wanted to put another piece of scrapbook paper on the other side, you could just to finish it off. But if I'm going to hang this on the wall, you're not going to see it anyways. That would also give me the opportunity to flip it and do something else with it. But because I'm going to add some greens that you see here on the table, I don't want to even bother with the back side. And so coming in here to tidy up my edges, when I cut that, it was not good. I'm not at all. So I'm going to tidy that up. I do not Mod Podge over it because it's scrapbook paper, but I just love this little plaid. So a bit of string, a jute. I decided I was going to hang it differently. Originally, I cut the jute because I was going to actually adhere it to the record itself. And I got to thinking, no, I really don't want to melt the record. So I want to keep it intact. So I went through the middle there. So the only glue that I use, which you'll see me later on, is gluing it down to the actual scrapbook paper there. And I believe on the back side I do it on that paper part where the label is put. So just tidying up some of that sprigs of green that I have, and decided that I wanted to grab some that have some snow on it as well. So you can see that in the corner there. I will just hot glue this down. And my original was just to put this with some berries, but then my mind starts flowing and decide to add a pine cone to it. So, yeah, this is how I create. This is where I create the best, is when I'm actually in the moment doing it. And so I am one of those that tend to change their minds quite frequently. Anyways, add a little bit of the snow covered there. Maybe should cut that down a wee bit, but as far as it being a little bit shorter, so some of that other green would show better behind it. But I do like to add different textures and colors of greens, meaning different types of ferns, so that, I don't know, I just feel like it plays off better. And there's my pine cone. The first one was way too big, but I did like the snow cover on it. So I decided that I'll just add some white paint to it later. However you want to make snow for your pine cone, you do you. You could definitely put the white paint on like I do and add a little bit of Epsom salt or something glittery if you want. Again, you do you. Put berries on each side, and that's that. I did get a little bit of hot glue there, so I took my hairdryer to try to remove that from it. This is going to be absolutely adorable. If you know somebody that's into music, what a great way to show how much you care by putting in some thought of making them something to hang that has something that they love and is a major part of their life, being music. Whether they play it, listen to it, or all the things. Just see how that brightens that pine cone up. I love it. Just a little bit of white paint. That's all you need. I hope again that you subscribe to my channel. Check out my website at creativecraftingbykatie.com. Thank you and have a good day.